Dear students of the third secondary stage, welcome back to your episode for the English language program. Today we have more to take, including Unit 18 about lifelong learning. But let me please introduce my dear colleague, Ms. Jermine. Hello, Ms. Jermine.
Hello, Mrs. Caroline. How are you? Dear friends and students, we missed you since we last met. Hope you are all well. Today we are going to have more exercises, more definitions, and things to discuss. Of course, as usual, we ask you to be prepared for what we are going to give you. So pay attention.
Lifelong learning.
30 years ago, most university students believed that when they were graduated, their education had finished.
They expected to get a job and work for one employer until they retired.
Now students know they will probably have to change jobs during their working lives.
This means they will probably need new skills. So lifelong learning helps them to get this, to remain employable.
Individuals must be good at the jobs they are doing and predict what skills they may need in the future.
Tariq, who works in the finance department of a large company in Asyut, knows that to get promotion, he must improve his computer skills.
His company needs highly qualified staff, so it provides courses for its employees. But Tariq is doing an evening course and doing his job, but he knows it is worthwhile.
Now, this is important, the text, lifelong learning, من التكست المهمة جدا بالنسبة لنا, and it's one part of زي ما بنسميها ال 21st century skills. ال 21st century skills في مهارات للقرن ال 21. These skills include lifelong learning. مفيش حاجة اسمها I finished school or I finished education and with this I'm going to continue my life and work for one employer زي ما بنقول in the text. لا, there has to be more of activities to take, more courses, more studies to have علشان كل ده بيعمل upgrading to my skills so that later I can join the job that I need, the career that I need with certain proficiency. Let's have some of the, choose the correct answers. For me, a park with trees is the space place for a picnic. Ideal, dial, redial, or trial. Of course, it's the ideal place, المكان المثالي for a picnic.
I have always wanted to paint. That's why I have on an art course. Received, put, done, enrolled. Enrolled is the right answer. Enrolled on an art course يعني اشتركت في كورس تدريبي للرسم.
Most Southern European countries have a space climate hot in summer and cold in winter. Likely, unlike, similar, or different. Of course, a similar climate hot in summer and cold in winter. Similar يعني متماثل.
My cousin used to be a soldier, but now he is to be a teacher. Retraining, reworking, redoing, rewriting. So he is retraining to be a teacher.
Most people in my university group are in their 20s, but there are also 3 space students: pure, impure, mature, or secure. But there are also 3 mature students. Mature يعني خلص الشغل بتاعه وخلص الدراسة بتاعته.
My sister wants to be a teacher. She believes teaching is a space career. Reacting, rewarding, reactivating, recalling. Of course, when you talk about a good career, it's a rewarding career.
Doing things for other people can be a very space experience. worsening, winding, worthwhile, or wondering. Of course it can be a worthwhile experience يعني تستحق إنه الشخص يشتغل علشانها.
The largest company in our town has 600 employers. Employees, employee, employment. هنا عندنا مجموعة من الكلمات اللي هم جايين من the same family اللي هو verb to employ. employ يعني يوظف. employer هو صاحب العمل. employee هو الموظف و employment هو الناون التوظيف. دايما بنخلط بين employer و employee من مش عارفة يعني يمكن بيجي لنا إيحاء كده إن كلمة employer هي دي الموظف، لكن هو اللي صح employer هنا هو اللي بيوظفني، هو صاحب العمل، والemployee هو الموظف. طبعا الكلمات الأربعة من نفس العيلة، والرايت word هنا هتبقى 600 employees.
I hope the new skills I'm learning at college will make me more space. Employable, enjoyable, bearable, curable. Of course it will make me more employable. Employable this is a word to mean إنه يبقى عندي فرص أكتر للشغل. This is an adjective of course.
My father is an engineer. Clarified, classified, identified, qualified. Qualified engineer يعني مهندس كفء.
My uncle is a teacher in the languages space at our local school. Languages apartment, appointment, department, or employment. Very good. I heard somebody said yes, languages department يعني قسم اللغات.
She has worked very hard this year, so she is hoping for a space at work next year. Demotion, promotion, devotion, communication. Of course, when you work hard at work, you receive a promotion, يعني ترقية.
A promotion is something up, لكن demotion is something down. Everyone likes working for Mr. Hani. They say he is a very kind employer, buyer, player, or bricklayer. Of course, everybody likes working for. بيشتغل عنده أو بيشتغل معاه يبقى definitely he is a very kind employer.
University space the country with highly qualified young people. Save, introduce, provide, divide. Universities provide يعني بتمد الدولة بخريجين كفء.
A company in my town closed last week, leaving 50 people unused, unemployed, unqualified, or unconscious. طبعا لما شركة تقفل يبقى طبيعي الناس اللي فيها هيبقوا unemployed يعني بيخسروا وظائفهم.
The secondary school in our town space more than 100 teachers. Apply, makes, allows, employs. Of course the right word is employs يعني بتعين أكتر من 100 teacher.
Find the mistakes in each of the following sentences, then write them correctly. She was offered empowerment in the sales office.
She was offered employment in the sales office.
يعني وظيفة. If I'm not prevented within the next 2 years, I'm going to change jobs. The mistake is,
if I am not promoted within the next 2 years, I'm going to change jobs.
What makes you think that you are liquefied for this job?
The right answer is qualified.
He is the head of the English department at Cairo University.
He is the head of the English department at Cairo University.
I dialed on the modern art course.
I enrolled on the modern art course.
The team have worked hard and their efforts have been awarded with success.
The team have worked hard and their efforts have been rewarded with success.
Good programs like this one get kids involved in worthless activities.
Good programs like this one get kids involved in worthwhile activities.
Do you have anything similar to this material but cheaper?
Do you have anything similar to this material but cheaper?
He used a small metal objective to open the door.
He used a small metal object to open the door.
Someone that pays people to work for them is an employee.
Of course, an employer.
Grammar.
Modal verbs. Can. We use can to express ability. He can speak English. To express possibility now or in the future. He can't come tomorrow. I can play tennis in the park. طبعا المودال verbs من الدروس المهمة جدا وبنستعملها كتير في ال situations والadvice والحاجات اللي زي دي. أول مودال verb عندنا النهاردة في الدرس هو can. كان معناها أقدر أعمل ده. كان من المودال verbs اللي له كذا استخدام. استخدامه الأول إن أنا أستعمله to express ability، يعني القدرة على عمل حاجة. أما أقول I can swim يعني أنا بعرف أعوم. I can play the piano. I can sing. لكن كمان من ضمن استعمالاته الأخرى to express ability in the future. زي ما أقول مثلا he can't come tomorrow. هو مش هيقدر يجي بكرة. عنده ظروف مثلا فhe cannot come tomorrow. Let's see the other modal verbs and the other uses.
Be able to plus infinitive هي بمعنى كان لكن بستعملها بطريقة تانية. We use either be able to in the past form like was or were able to. For this present simple form like he is able to speak English. The bag was very heavy but I was able to carry it. يبقى ال is and was البريزنت والباست بيتغير على حسب المعنى. لما اقول he is able to يعني هو يقدر يشيل حاجه دلوقتي يقدر يعملها دلوقتي. لكن when I use the verb was هي زي كاني استعملت could in the past لكن غيرتها in the form of he was able to do it.
وواضح من معنى كمان able to ان كان فيها effort، يعني الحاجه دي كانت challenging جدا بالنسبه لي لكن انا قدرت اتغلب عليها وقدرت ان انا اعملها. يعني الجمله الاولانيه he is able to speak English I think الجمله دي كانت ممكن تيجي مثلا after he enrolled in many English courses he was able to speak English. كانت الجملة يمكن معنى كلمة able to كانت وضحت شوية، معناها انه تغلب على صعوبة معينة. بقول في السنتنس الثانية ان الباكس كانت very heavy but I was able to carry them.
I did the effort.
بالظبط، عانيت عشان اقدر ان انا اعمل ده او اتغلب عليه، لكن كان دي حاجة سهلة شوية أو أقدر إن أنا
وبتتكلم
أعملها.
كان يمكن عن المقدرة الطبيعية شوية، يعني I can speak English I can speak French طبعا فيها مجهود لكن I can just do it. لكن الابيليتي في I was able to do it فيها زي ما قلنا فيها some more
فيها
of effort. Exactly. Let's take more examples. Could plus infinitive. Could هي ال past of can. برضو ليها استخدامات. لما هنقول could in the past أكيد كان قلنا in the present وبالتالي could هتبقى to express ability in the past. يعني أنا لو بتكلم دلوقتي وبقول I can swim حاجة بعملها دلوقتي، لكن لما أقول when I was young I could swim وده معناه إني كنت بستطيع العوم وأنا صغير لكن دلوقتي يمكن ما أقدرش أعوم بنفس الكفاءة وبالتالي could to express ability but in the past. طب هل هنستعمل could بس to express the past ability ولا في استعمالات تانية؟ Let's look for the examples that we have now. We use could to express ability in the past. طب في حاجة تانية؟ Let's go for the next. We use could to express ability in the past. Like my grandfather could ride a horse when he was young. Ability in the past. كان يقدر إن هو يركب حصان وهو صغير لكن دلوقتي طبعا my grandfather cannot do that. ولو قلت he could do this in the past يبقى دلوقتي he cannot do that. أنا غيرت الverb من ال past لل present لأني بتكلم عن his ability.
الجملة كمان كملت when he was young عشان to emphasize و stress the meaning إن ال ability دي does not exist anymore.
That was in the past. كمان we use could ولسه كنا بنقول we use could to express suggestion اقتراح offer بدي بعرض حاجه او بدي الاوفر ان انا عرض الحاجه، request في نوع من الطلب، or permission يعني استئذان او طلب للسماح بحاجه. هنا الكود مش هتيجي in the sentence، هنا كود هتيجي at the beginning على شكل سؤال. يبقى انا استعملت I can ده sentence لما اكون بتكلم على الابيليتي، لكن لما اخليها can I هنا بقى سؤال. نفس الكلام في كود، لو انا قلت I could do this when I was young كنت بعمله in the past، لكن دلوقتي لما هستعمل request انا عايز اطلب طلب هقول could I have this cup of tea، could I take something to drink، يبقى هنا هتتحول لشكل question. Let's see the coming examples.
طيب نسأل سؤال هنا ميسيس كارولين من فضلك. طيب احنا دلوقتي هنشوف ان كانوا كود بيجوا تقريبا في السؤال، هما الاثنين ينفع ان احنا نسأل بيهم، هل ممكن استعمالهم يختلف شوية من السائل للشخص اللي هو بيسأله؟
أكيد، لأن هو لما هيجي يسأل في الأول هيقول could I do this، التاني هيرد يقول له طبعا yes you could، فهنختلف الفيرب والسبجكت بتاعنا، بدل ما يجي I can أو could I هتتقلب السبجكت الأول وبعد كده could is to be following the subject. Let's see the coming examples. We could go to the cinema. Could I or can I get you a cup of tea؟ هنا بعمل إيه؟ This is an offer، لأن أنا بقول لك could I get you، يبقى هل أنا ممكن أجيب لك a cup of tea؟ This is an offer. طب هل ممكن آخد فيها request؟ ممكن أعمل request. لو هعمل request هقول إيه؟ Could you or can you close the door please؟ يبقى لو أنا قلت could I give you؟ This is an offer. غيرت I وحطيت you وقلت could you do this for me؟ يبقى أنا هنا بعمل request. I'm asking for something. يبقى اللي هيرد عليا يقول لي yes of course or whatsoever، زي اللي احنا أخدنا قبل كده asking for permission أو asking for request and giving request and so on.
ممكن كمان could و can يكون فيهم expression للفرق أو توضيح الفرق بين كل متكلم والتاني. يعني أنا لو بتكلم مع صديق ليا إحنا الاتنين في نفس السن، ممكن أقول can you please open the door، can you please give me your pen. يعني كان هنا شوية من أشخاص متقاربين في السن أو في المركز. لكن لو أنا بتكلم مع التيتشر بتاعي أو بتكلم مع المدير بتاعي أو بتكلم مع حد أكبر مني سواء والدي أو والدتي، ما أقولوش كان، هنا هقول له could. لكن ممكن لو بتكلم مع أخويا الأصغر مني ممكن أستعمل كان. يعني could هنا شوية فيها respect وفيها more polite request.
Could I leave early today please؟
يعني واضح ان المتكلم هنا مثلا بياخد permission من البوس بتاعه at work.
Exactly. Could plus infinitive. Could can be used to express the future. نشوف ازاي ممكن نعبر عن الفيوتشر كمان بكود. There could be heavy rain next week. أنا بتكلم على next week وبقول there could be heavy rain. طب ليه استعملت could هنا؟ لأنه فيها نوع من probability، احتمال فيها شيء من الشك شوية، ولكن أنا بحاول أدي نوع من الاحتمالية. الاحتمالية لما يكون فيها نوع من الشك ممكن أقول there might be heavy rain أو there could be heavy rain. كل استعمالات الستراكشرز اللي بنستعملها للمستقبل أو للبريدكشنز ممكن تتغير باستعمال الموديل فيرب، يا إما أقول could يا إما أقول might. طب هل كلهم زي بعض؟ أكيد لأ، لكن كل واحدة منهم بتديني نسبة probability، a sense of probability، نوع من الاحتمالية. لو هي 100% هقول there will be، لو هي فيها نوع من الشك أو يعني هقول there could. probability أو الشك عندي زاد شوية هقول there might أو there may على حسب الاحتمالية بتاعتهم. كل دي الموديل verbs and their uses to express something that can happen in the future with a certain sense of possibility or probability.
Could have plus past participle. We use could have plus past participle when it was possible to do something in the past but we didn't do it. I had a lot of money. I could have bought a new suit, but I decided to buy a mobile. السيتويشن بادي من الأول في الباست simple بيقول I had a lot of money، كان معايا فلوس كتير. I could have bought a suit، يعني كان في مقدوري، كان في إمكاني إن أنا أشتري بدلة جديدة but I bought a mobile. هنا could have بتوريني إن كان في ability متاح قدامي but I did not take it. I took a different option. I took a different decision. فيها ممكن sense of regret شوية. I could have done that. ممكن نشوفها كمان في ال conditionals لما نقول I could have done that. So could have past participle معناها ان الحاجه دي كان متاح قدامي او في امكاني ان انا اعملها but I did not take that option. I took a different choices.
Must plus infinitive. We are late. We must take a taxi. Must is another word of modal verbs. Again, the must فيها نوع من الإلزام. يعني ما فيهوش مفر. ما ينفعش ان انا اقول بديل ليه. must فيه نوع من الإلزام. Must is one of the modal verbs. تاخد برضو الانفينيتيف وراها. We must take a taxi. ودايما الماست بتيجي للتعبير عن قراري انا. يعني انا لو بقول لحد عايز ادي قرار او عايز ادي نوع من الامر، مش من الاصح ان انا اقول لك you must. فيها شيء من التعالي شويه، يعني المفروض انا اقول لنفسي I must، لكن لو ليك هقول you have to do this. لكن بالنسبه لنفسي انا كاني بكلم نفسي وبقول كان المفروض عليا اعمل كده، هقول we must take a taxi or I must come early. لو انا باجي متاخر as usual I have to say I must come early.
Have to plus infinitive. We are late. We have to take a taxi. I am sorry, I cannot meet you tomorrow. I have to attend an important meeting at school. استكمالا للشرح اللي لسه سامعينه عن must، هنا أنا I have to معناها إنه ده شيء خارج عن إرادتي أو شيء أنا مفروض عليا إن أنا أعمله. أنا آسف جدا، أنا مضطر أحضر to attend a meeting. I have to attend، يعني ده شغل مطلوب مني أو obligation عليا لازم أعمله، لكن الobligation ده جاي من الخارج. لما أقول مثلا I must study hard، معناها ان انا من جوايا عاوز اتفوق، انا اللي عاوز انجح، عاوز اذاكر. لكن لو ماما او بابا هم اللي واقفين على دماغي بقى ولازم تذاكر دلوقتي، هنا خلاص بقى لا مفر. I have to study or else I'm going to get
punished or grounded. We'll have to plus infinitive. My father is coming from Aswan tomorrow. I will have to meet him at the airport. Needn't, don't need to plus infinitive. Don't have to or won't have to. المعنى بتاعهم كلهم it isn't necessary. يعني اللي فات when we spoke about must complete obligation ما فيهاش فصال. When we speak about I have to do this فيها a sense of obligation. دايما المودال verbs لما بنيجي نتكلم عليهم بنقول انه can and could ability. And can ability in the present and could ability in the past. And then could be used for request or permission or offer or whatsoever. And then when we come to probability قلنا ممكن كمان نقول could to speak about the probability in the future، احتمالية in the future. لما نيجي نتكلم على have to فيها sense of obligation، فيها نوع من النسيسيتي يعني ضرورة. لما نتكلم بقى على حاجة مش ضرورية يعني I can do it I cannot do it مش هتفرق. هنا it's not necessary. It's not necessary. طب أقولها إزاي؟ أقول I don't have to مش ضروري أعمله، أو I don't need to do. يعني أنا دلوقتي today the school is off. I don't need to go to school. لو ما فيش حاجة خلاص مش هروح، يبقى ما فيش نوع من الإلزام. It is not necessary. Let's see the coming examples.
You aren't late. You needn't take a taxi. أنت عندك time لسه. You needn't take a taxi. طبعا needn't take مش needn't to take.
It's completely wrong. مفيش حاجة اسمها to.
قوي قوي الجزئية دي، علشان في ناس كتيرة بتتخض أول ما بتلاقي إنه ينفع أحط verb من غير to بتتخض.
ده حقيقي.
كل المودال verbs can و must و needn't، كل المودال verbs مش ممكن ياخدوا to بعديهم، بياخدوا الverb وراهم على طول في الانفينيتيف. زي ما نقول I must eat now مثلا.
لأنه في مشكلة شائعة الكل بيتخيل إنه بدام حطيت verb زي أي verb يبقى لازم فيها to.
بالظبط.
فshould to و meet definitely not.
مش صح.
All the modal verbs
exactly لازم يجوا بعديهم infinitive من غير to.
exactly.
ما بقولش I needn't to take، بقول I needn't take. I must take. I can play. مش معنى الباقيين يعني can و must ما بحط لهمش to. هم كلهم كل المودال verbs بيتعاملوا نفس المعاملة. needn't take a taxi يعني لو ما عملتش ده مش مشكلة، يعني مش هتحصل مشكلة. I still have more time، لسه عندي space ان انا اتحرك في الوقت.
الاثنين للمودال verbs the only two modal verbs that take to have to هي already فيها to or don't have to or ought to do or ought not to do. هي بس the two ones that take.
Yes.
ought to and have to.
لأنه to هنا في التركيبة بتاعتهم.
Exactly.
It's part of how they are formed. مش دي إضافة أنا بضيفها على الverb.
You aren't late. You don't have to take a taxi. Mustn't plus infinitive.
You mustn't smoke here. ممنوع تماما بقوة القانون أو بالregulations الموجودة. You mustn't exceed the speed limit. يعني ممنوع تتخطى السرعة الموضوعة.
احنا قلنا قبل كده هنستعمل you، ولكن لو انا هستعمل must with you لازم يكون ده قانون، مش من المحبذ اني انا استعمل mustn't with you، استعمل must with I، لكن حد في قانون بيمشي على كل الناس كلها لازم تتبع هذا القانون، فهقدر هنا في الحالة دي اقول لك you mustn't exceed the limit. You mustn't speak in the library. ليه؟ لأنه مش الشخص اللي بيوجه ال obligation، دي rules أو regulations of the same place. Exactly. Needn't have plus past participle. I needn't have bought bread. ما كنتش محتاجة اشتري عيش. There was a lot at home.
Had to plus infinitive. We use had to plus infinitive to express facts and obligations in the past. I had to wait equals I waited because this was necessary. يعني had to بمعنى آخر إن had to ده past form of must. يعني كان قلنا past بتاعها could، may past بتاعها might. طب عايزة أقول إنه must ده في past. هعمل ايه؟ مش هقول I musted، مش ما تجيش بالاي دي فورم، مش موجوده، doesn't exist. So the only option I have is to change must into had to. Had to.
My dear students, by this part of dialogues that we have just done, we came to the end of our program today. Hope you have enjoyed our program and you have benefited from it. We're waiting for you next time. Please be waiting for us. Thank you.
Dear students, looking forward to seeing you very soon in a new episode of your English program, so wait for us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.